Good morning, YouTube. This is Big Daddy Richard from General Andreas Caviti. My wife is turning the TV off that I always forget. Come here and talk to me, baby.
Later, honey, I don't have
Oh, you don't have what? Oh, she says she don't have a bra. Maybe I'll get more subscribers this way. Anyway, I've got the most. If you're lucky enough to come to the Philippines, if you're lucky enough to come to the Philippines and find a Filipino woman, you know, mine is the best that there ever is. She knows how to cook. She knows how to clean. She can run this house with an iron fist. You know, these kids, she tells them to do something, they jump. Now, you don't see that much anymore in life, but that's okay too. I like the discipline she puts out, except for when she does it to me. Anyway, we are sitting here on a Friday morning trying to figure out what's on the schedule today. I was going to take Judith to Santee, a place over in Tagaytay, and have lunch this morning, or brunch. But that's not going to work out. I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow we got plans to go to Judith's mom again. Take the cousin home. He's been here since Monday, and that was the agreement that we'd take him home on Saturday. The little booger, he eats too much. But that's okay. That's the reason he never wants to go home. He don't get the kind of food at home that he does here. And plus, Tita, Auntie, she can cook, and he knows it. He says, "Oh God, it's good food." But anyway, it's been raining here for a couple of days. It's not heavy rain, just a misty rain. In other words, it's cooled us down some, thank God. I've been sitting here watching YouTube and the news makes me depressed. Watching all the bad things that's going on in America, and thank God, you know, I know what I was going to talk about. I have a good friend in America, and he has a son that is around 36 years old, and I've had him blocked on my Facebook account for about maybe 3 or 4 months, and you know, I unblocked him, and now I figured out why I blocked him. Every post I write, you know, I say something about us wearing masks and stuff, and he calls me a wimp, which, of course, being over here, we are required to follow Filipino laws, or they can send us home, and will send us home. So, you know, right now he lives in an area that's right outside of the Smoky Mountains, which is a big tourism spot. They're having the law there that don't wear a mask, it's $100 fine, that's 5,000 pesos. And he thinks, oh, it's unreal. Well, you know, they've had such a spike in this coronavirus that finally somebody's getting smart and going to crack down on people not wearing masks. You know, I get on my internet TV, I can watch Tennessee news, local news. They show spots, you know, of people walking around. Nobody's wearing masks. Everybody's in groups. Bars are still open, you know, and so they're getting the second round, and it's hitting them hard. They're in my little old town. They're up in the top 10 in the whole state, which our state is nothing like the amount of province here in the Philippines, but it's still a good-sized state. And, you know, this corona is not going to be over until people take it serious, wear a mask, social distance. You know, we as individuals have to do our part just as much as the doctors and such have to do their part. Now, I know that they say there's a vaccine here in the Philippines right now, $15, or, you know, or I think it's 150 pesos, 1,500 pesos. Myself, it's a Russian vaccine. It hasn't been tested on humans like they do with the FDA in America. And Richard Reed and his family are just going to wait until they have a vaccine that's been tested on humans. I don't want to be a human guinea pig, and I don't want my family to be a human guinea pig. They had the dengue, which is a worse disease than malaria, and they had a dengue vaccine, and they started giving it to them at schools, and these little kids started dying. You know, it wasn't tested from China, you know, and just because it comes from China and cheap doesn't mean it's good.
Mom.
And yesterday, little Divine, come here, Divine. Yesterday, Divine let her hair get in her food, and Mama, she did something for her. She cut her hair where her hair don't get in her food. She looks so good. Say hello, Divine.
Hello.
How old are you?
7.
What grade are you in?
Grade 2.
Grade 2. Are you looking forward to get back to school?
Yes.
Yes. What are you going to do when you go back to school?
I'm gonna go to school and do properly.
Okay. You going to make good grades again?
Yes.
Are you make better grades than your brothers and sisters, huh?
Yeah.
That's good. Whose girl are you?
Daddy.
Your daddy's girl. I tell you, she is. She's got me. She is my girl. She's got me wrapped around her little finger, and she knows it too. But that's okay. God give me a second chance with children, and I'm taking full advantage of it and loving them and letting them love me. Sometimes I have to discipline them, and I tell them I don't want to do it, but they have to be disciplined. Matt, didn't have his phone for a day yesterday because he wouldn't listen to me. I told him this morning at breakfast he's on his last chance. So if he breaks the rules over that phone again, the phone's going into the trash, or I'm giving it to Divine because that way she can have a phone. I just don't appreciate Matt getting on. His mother keeps the phone and gives it to him at lunchtime. But poor old Matt, he won't get that thing out of his eyes until Mama takes it away from him at night. He won't put it down. He won't take a rest. He won't go outside. He won't enjoy his friends. The phone overtakes him. So Daddy's trying to break that, which I don't know if I can. I think that's impossible. And here Judith is. She's already over there getting ready to start cooking lunch. And whatever we have for lunch here, you have for dinner. And I think it's going to beef short ribs. Yum, yum. What is it?
The ribs. I will cook it.
Oh, no. We're going to have pork spare ribs. Wait a minute. Whoa, pork spare ribs.
That's for you. This is for us.
She's going to cook fish for the children and pork spare ribs for me. We bought the spare ribs at S&R. We put them in the Sillamil bags, which makes them last a lot longer. And we got 3 meals out of the pork ribs for less than 400 pesos. That's $8. Yeah, you can't do that in America for sure. I thought we was going to have beef short ribs. I sent a slow cooker, a crock pot as most people call it, over here in a box a couple of years ago and bought a transformer. And man, does Judith wear that thing out. She can put this cheap Filipino meat in it and put some barbecue sauce on it, and yum, yum, yum. I sort of have to fight to get any of it. These kids, they like Daddy's food. Well, I don't know what our plans are today, but I know whatever it is, God's going to lead us in a good way. Looks like we're going to have to take our dog Argus to the groomer again. Last time we used the veterinary groomer, and boy, he killed the dog. I think the boy never cut dog's hair because Argus come back with razor burns all over him, especially his testicles. He sit here and shake and cry, so I don't know. Argus probably will bite the next groomer. I love them Cocker Spaniels. They are a loving dog. I've had about 4 of them now. My last one was Smokey, a pure jet black one. Beautiful dog, but just no way that I could bring him here because we was living in a condo with no pets. The man that I bought the dog from was from Missouri. He offered to take him back, but he just couldn't figure out why I couldn't bring the dog over here. Well, some places have rules, no dogs. Now that we own our house, we can do what we want to do. We're waiting on our electrical bill today to see the big surprise of that. you know, they didn't send out a bill for 3 months. And the first time they sent it out, it was a real reasonable bill. And then some of the people started complaining, oh, well, some people are getting undercharged and we're getting overcharged. So then they sent out us another bill and we got overcharged. But they split it into, I think, 5 equal payments, which I'm taking advantage of that. Usually I pay it off, but why give them extra money at that time? And Judah says that they're debating on it again, so hopefully they'll come back with a different amount this time. If it does, I'm going to pay it off, and that way there's no argument, nothing they can do. I know some people got water bills for over $1,000 for a month. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's the life in the Philippines. You just need to keep your receipts. Keep your receipts and complain if you have to, because this is not like some places where whatever it reads, it reads. They can do these countries. This is a third world country. They'll make adjustments as they want to. There's my beautiful baby. She's kneeling down looking at her plants. She's got some beautiful plants now. They call this a money tree, and I've been looking ever since she got it, and I ain't found one peso yet. Maybe we need to plant $1 there. Maybe it comes back U.S. dollars. But she's got, she buy these things around the house for 100, 200 pesos. If she makes her happy, it makes me happy. Happy wife, happy life. And she just says, that's right. So I try to keep her happy. Her brother came back over yesterday. He's selling barbecue to help supplement the income he lost because of this corona. So he's selling barbecue over here in our subdivision, which is better to sell at because where they live at, the people are super poor people. Most of them don't have jobs, and most of them are selling something just to make ends meet. So I guess he sold, 10 pieces, 20 pieces over here, and that's a day's worth of wages for him to someplace else. So I'm proud of him just trying to do it. Any person over here that's trying to make a living and not stealing or doing bad things, you've got to have respect for them because this is a hard place to live. This is Richard Reed. If you like this, please thumbs up. I ask you to subscribe. I'm trying to get my wife to get in some of these because maybe she can help me get more subscribers. I know everybody likes these beautiful Filipinas, and she's one of them. Thumbs up, subscribe. God bless. Thank you.